Yeah, I don't feel like I experience the 3D effect with my blue light glasses, but I kind of wish I did because that sounds fun and festive.
I like how you did that to bring it back up so that we have to talk about it now.
No, not intentionally. I just didn't mean to actually cut you off. I was just saying, generally speaking, our law is like we should just always record because inevitably we will at some point say something that's a funny. And why not actually, say it?
Or at least interesting. No,
Yeah.
so I have we were talking about glasses right before we started the show, and I have prescription glasses, and they have like the blue filter on there, and I'm pretty sure the science around blue filter is bullshit, but I have it anyway, whatever. But like I have a weird effect that I guess a small percentage of people do, where like certain reds, like if you're looking at like your phone screen, certain reds will pop and become like 3D images almost.
Do you think that's correlated with you being kind of colorblind?
I wonder if like I have to imagine it's a specific like I have to have the blue lens, the blue filter lens. I have to be a specific type of colorblind, a certain percentage of whatever kind I am, and then also like the fact that the lenses are a prescription one, so they have to be like a certain like focal specs. I don't specs on specs, but I don't know the terminology behind it.
Yeah, and then on top of all of that, you have to be at least 2% homosexual.
Yeah, at least 2%.
Yeah.
I'm more like 43 percentage. No, more like 39. Pansexual is weird. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay.
But
yeah,
you know
fair.
who
Who
does know
does?
how to describe it? The guy from Schitt's Creek who describes it oh so perfectly.
Are you talking about the time when he's talking about wine?
Yeah, that's how you describe pansexual. It's not the label, it's the wine.
Yeah. No. I'd also really liked that when he did it. I was like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's also just it was a good gag in the show, too. If you haven't watched
I
Schitt's
found out
Creek, go
that
watch it.
Schitt's Creek is so good.
I started it for the first
rest
time
in peace,
last
Catherine
year.
O'Hara.
Ugh. What a loss for the world.
Dude, I know. But like I found out that I think his name is Dan Levy. It's Eugene Levy's son. He plays.
Yeah, I think you're right with Dan.
He plays the character in the show. But apparently he was going to do a sequel to the show Schitt's Creek because he's like the producer, director, writer. I don't know. I'm sorry, but like he was gonna do it, but then after Catherine's passing, he's like, nah.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's not the same.
It's not. It's not the same. It's not worth it.
999, Fraulein. It's okay. Let Schitt's Creek just be its perfect little amoeba that existed in a particular. This is the same
for a
thought,
while,
but
too.
branching away at the same time. I do really like when people let a show end and we don't just keep trying to drag it back.
Agreed.
Especially, like, right now, I think they're revitalizing Malcolm in the Middle, which I fucking love Malcolm in the Middle, so I absolutely will watch it. And I will, see if I like this more modern version, but I feel like it's just, like, we're, like, rinsing and repeating these things because we want that nostalgia effect instead of creating new content, which I will say, I feel like this
agree.
used to be really, really bad, like, I think like right before or around COVID times where it was just like, okay, like we're making the same thing over and over again. And we've for sure gotten the fuck out of that. But we're still definitely like dipping our toe in that little nostalgia pool. And it's like, guys,
Scrubs.
it's okay. Yeah, exactly. Scrubs, Malcolm in the Middle. There's another one.
We
I'm sure
definitely
there's
talked
more.
about all of this before, but yeah, that's it. And I feel like I like it when shows end and it's just kind of done, especially when a show has an actual ending and not just a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Me
I'm looking
too.
at you, Reaper season 2, and then also not so much Greg the Bunny. Greg the Bunny didn't have a cliffhanger, just kind of got canceled, and that sucks. But Pushing Daisies is another one. Fuck
that
you
one's
with
a
your
goddamn tragedy.
It is such a tragedy. Like if you haven't seen Pushing Daisies, it's worth a watch. Like just imagine
so
if Tim
good.
Burton like took some Prozac and like went wild on a show because
That's actually a really good way to put it because it's like
'Cause
it's
it
a
is-
little bit morbid, but in like a very cartoony sort of happy way.
well, like the way it's like set up and like the music and everything. It's very Tim Burton but bright. Like it's not.
Yes.
It's very that. I'm not even know who said that. Somebody else said it. I'm like I agree.
Yeah. No, it's
And
a
here we
really
are.
accurate description of what it is.
What else did we want to talk about? I mean, Artemis 2, that's a big thing right now. It's Tuesday the 7th,
Yeah, please
just so
note.
people know.
So all of the memes that you've been seeing about how we're running 2 instances of Outlook and neither are working, those are old now by the time you're listening to this. So let's have
Are
a
those
little lark.
memes?
And did you not hear about this?
Excel running twice?
No. So they put Outlook on the computer that was in the space shuttle itself because they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to have them like run email from space on Outlook. Um, and then they had to call ground control for IT assistance. And I think this might be an
Oof.
exaggeration. I didn't actually double check this part, so it could not be, it's possibly not true. I think they had to like, I think they had to remote in to the fucking space shuttle computer to fix the problem because they called in and they're like, we have 2 instances of Outlook running and neither are working. Like 8 minutes into fucking this project. And it's just the most fucking dystopian, odd thing that, like, I think it's like Apollo 11 went up into space and didn't even use the computing power that it now takes to run a single instance of Outlook. And it got
Yeah.
all the way into space and back just fine. And then we were like, fuck it, let's stick some Microsoft on this bitch. Let her rip.
Yeah. Lo and behold, like it immediately went wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
immediately
I don't know if
didn't
you've
work.
seen any of the photos of the dark side of the moon, though. They're fucking something. It almost gives me a little bit of hope for the world, especially with the elephant in the room right now.
Oh, dude. Yeah, the elephant is real big. Yeah, that is one thing that I do.
Huge, you could say.
Huge. It's a huge elephant. Huge.
Yeah.
He's just got big toes. He can't come in my ballroom. I don't want him in
Apparently,
there.
as of right now, in this hour, we got a ceasefire for the next 2 weeks. So
Oh, lovely.
that's where we're at right now.
Oof.
Next episode's gonna be like, well,
And we actually have to stop making this because everybody needs to go into hiding. Highly plausible.
I mean,
kids.
ultimately, stay safe, stay happy, do what you can.
Look at pictures of the dark side of the moon. It does make things better.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Before we talked about the elephant in the room, I was going to say I do really think that it's like a shitty decision to take funding away from NASA every time our government does it, because I do think that the exploration into the unknown is it's such an inspiring and peace-giving experience when we share photos like that of the Earth from far away and the dark side of the moon, but especially like when we are sending people to go get those and not just like, oh, we've sent a machine in and the machine's doing it.
I'm a jaded person. I'm of the belief that like we'll never have full space exploration in our lifetime or our children's lifetime or our children's lifetime. It's infinite. We don't have anywhere near the level of technology needed to even
Or understanding.
get past the fucking what's it called? Fuck. Help me, fact checker.
I don't even
You don't know
what
how to
you're
help me.
saying.
It's the Oort cloud.
Oh,
Oort cloud?
okay. Yeah, I do think I know what you're talking about.
It is indeed the Oort cloud. I got it right. The word kept coming in my brain. I'm like, that's stupid. There's no way that's correct because I've got only short-term memory. My long-term memory tries to supplement my short-term memory and then goes nope. But it is the Oort cloud. It's like right outside of like it's like right outside of our solar system. But like I'm of the belief that we don't have anywhere near the technology for a long time to be even able to scratch that. So like I'm a little jaded when it comes to it. Like we should be funding it, but like, it's almost a futile endeavor.
See,
But then like, but then these things happen, and then I see pictures of the other side of the moon, and I'm like, fuck, it's good.
See,
like, fuck.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing, is like, I don't necessarily think that we're going to get, like, if we had never defunded NASA, we'd have fucking Star Trek by now. Like, I don't believe that's true.
No,
I'm
no,
with
no,
you
no.
of like, we won't for generations, especially if we like implode in on ourselves as humanity. Like, we're not going to get to the point of being in a Star Trek, Star Wars future for generations upon generations upon generations. Like, shit just doesn't move that quickly in that way. And there's so much about it, like, even the deep ocean that we don't fundamentally understand, nonetheless, fucking space that expands infinitely beyond us for us to get there anytime in the near future. But I do think that the concept of moving into like a wild, wild west and an unknown and going and exploring for the sake of like just discovery, I guess, because it doesn't just have to be scientific. Because when you look at the picture of the Earth or the dark side of the moon, yes, those are scientific things in one respect, but they're also beautiful art in another way.
Yeah.
But it's just like that pursuit of discovery, I think, is what gives that like feeling of hope.
And yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is like where I'm jaded and I'm like I don't want to defund NASA, but at the same time, like I don't also kind of don't see the point. But then again, shit like this happens, and it's just like I remember now. I remember it's all a beautiful machine and it's all working correctly. And there's a lot more to it than just planet exploration. There's like so many kinds of things we're doing with astrophysics. Like it's an important thing to keep funded.
Well, and my thing is, if we're going to fucking throw $1 bajillion into our military, like we could be doing other things than trying to assault other countries.
Oh, you don't want to bully other countries just for oil to make our gas cheap?
Yeah,
is it cheap yet?
For the sake of fucking driving up gas prices.
Or
weirdly
is
enough,
it the most expensive it's ever been ever in the history of ever? Wow, that's unfortunate.
Weird how that works. Oh, dude, that's
I'm just gonna say the right people are getting rich off this.
That's not to be political for a moment here, but we've already kind of started this train. It is also shitty because we're looking at it from the US perspective of we're sitting here and gas prices have gone up and like the cost of goods is going to go up because gas prices are high and that's going to affect our economy. But there's already countries that are massively affected by this because I think fertilizer is one of the most moved items through the Strait of Hormuz, and that's like we're hitting the beginnings of farming seasons where that's like what we need to grow crops and shit. But like
farms are already gutted like a year ago. Like
shit's already fucked. Somebody took a video inside of an Australian supermarket where there's nothing in the supermarket. Like it looks like the fucking apocalypse happened.
I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, and then I think there's like riots going on in India because of gas prices. Like, shit's fucked.
What you should do though is clasp your hands together and stop talking with them.
Yeah, I know I did accidentally just straight up slap the mic at some point during that rant.
Several times.
I thought it was only like once.
I heard it twice. Once before the rant too. But also it was in the last episode too. Like a lot of like bumps. And I get it, you're very animated. What I do is that since I'm
in a small closet, which makes it really hard because like it's just
the
awkward.
Cars are very noisy outside of your house. Like I could hear everything.
I need to build.
I mean, what I do is my arms. I have them.
My arms.
You guys just need to do video episodes. You're right, but like one thing at a time.
Let's do it.
What I do
ready.
is that I keep. My hand is keeping the blanket up because like if it droops otherwise. Yes, but I don't hit my mic.
You can't be comfortable. Because you're not moving. You're holding up a blanket the whole time. You're just getting an arm exercise in. You know what I think it is? Sometimes I don't think I'm hitting the mic. I think I'm hitting the cord that connects to my headphones. Like I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
If that's the sound you're hearing, that one's a bit harder to prevent. Well, actually, you know what? I can wrap it around the microphone. Hold on.
That would be pretty dope.
Hold, please, because I also think part of the reason I'm quiet is because my mic is lower than my face. So give me a second because I'm going to grab books and then wrap the mic. 1 minute.
Make sure it's not too tight, though, because like otherwise you'll just like fucking fling it with your head. She's going to make it too tight and then fling it with her head.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, this is so much better already. Just give VTuber models. Okay. Step 1 is complete. Center mic, put closer to face. Step 2 has also been completed. All right. Ready when you are. You still there?
I am.
Bueller?
I'm getting that silence. I'm getting.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to tell me. I would have been quieter.
I know you're. I
I told you I was going
Man,
to
I
do
had a
things.
banana today. Oof. Ooh, boy. Welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the #1 podcast working to protect the gnar from being further shredded. It's a cause I very much believe in. I'm on brand Gamage.
And I'm on brand Rachel. And each week we spin we spin a wheel. Good Lord, that was rough. Each week we play Russian roulette with our success and spin a wheel. I don't know what just happened with all of my mouth sounds, but they immediately failed.
Even after you had yourself composed, you're still like bleak, bleak, blah, blah, blah.
No, my brain completely broke. I started and I was like, I know all the words to this. And then 2 words in, I went, what? And it
Sometimes
was
you just gotta
gone.
close your eyes and just let it happen.
Yeah, anyway, the genre of next week's podcast, something.
It's today's
Last week, our wheel spanded. What? Jesus Christ. I think I'm having a stroke.
Do I need to call you
landed
911?
on
How does it work? Do I
wild
call 911 and be like, hey, some bitch kind
In
of
a
near
different
Seattle maybe
zone.
is maybe having a stroke? I don't know. Do you want me to put her on for you?
I think if I'm going to have a stroke while we're on our podcast, just keep recording and post it and be like, wow, podcaster had stroke while doing podcast. And that's how we get famous, you know?
OMG. And then like on the thumbnail, I'm pointing backwards to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
It just makes no sense. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we'll finally make it.
Yep.
So last week we spun the wheel and it hit wild card, I think.
Way to just boldly say those words correctly the first time, Gamage. Fuck you too.
It's a special skill. So we hit wild card. So we decided to really phone it in. I know we phone it in a lot, but you know,
sometimes
fuck
we're tired.
You. Get your own podcast.
Yeah, you do this weekly. Gamage puts in so much effort.
I put in way more effort than I need to. Is the problem? So I'm doing my iconic Gamage cleaning up my bookmarks strat, and that's what I'm planning to do today. Especially the new bookmarks that I've added since, because I'm like, haha, funny Reddit post, save. I've learned no lessons. What do you have planned for us today, Rachel?
Also clearing out some old shit that I don't remember if we've done, but I'm pretty sure we haven't. And yeah, so we both put in a lot of preparation for this.
So last week we did a couple fuck, marry, kills, I remember. And I found a post that is asking what are some alternative words to use in the game Fuck, Marry, Kill. And I feel like we can kind of go down this and maybe come to a consensus.
Gamage, have you watched at all Catherine McCafferty?
Absolutely, yeah. On Gay Show?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I love
Is it
I'm
Gay
Dating
Show?
Gay or something like that. I don't know. The gay dating one is so good.
I'm sure if I pull it up on YouTube, I'll find it like immediately.
What does she do? She says finger ghost U-Haul.
I think
remember.
It's hers.
I think sometimes they change because I think she just picks words.
I am of the thing where like I see them on YouTube Shorts and I go, ha, this is funny, and then I subscribe to them, but then I never actually watch a full episode. So the fact that there is this is pretty cool, and I want to watch more. Because she's hilarious, and like I watched the one with Vic Michaelis, like just bits of that. Mm-hmm. Hilarious.
I
hilarious
watched
woman.
One of the first ones I ever watched with her was Cameron Esposito, the comedian. And then
Yeah.
coincidentally, Cameron Esposito, oh my God, good fucking
Rachel,
Lord.
you gotta get it together.
I don't know what's happening. It was fine when we were talking about space and now everything's wrong. Cameron Esposito is coming to Seattle, I think this Friday. So I'm going to her show. And then I think like a week from now, the I'm Dating Gay show or whatever is also coming to Seattle. So I'm going to that.
What is it actual called? Let me.
Fact checker.
I mean, I have it up because I know the channel that I'm subscribed to, but
Finger bang cuff runs. I think it changes every time, but that might be one.
that feels right because she does like change things all the time.
Yeah.
Like that's. Oh, it's pretty gay.
There
It's
we
pretty
go.
gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was gay something, but like, yeah, like I've only
Everything's gay
recently
something.
started seeing the clips, and I'm like, this is hilarious. Catherine McCafferty, pretty gay. She dates somebody, and they do hilarious. It's like
They do hilarious.
they do hilarious. It's like that chicken shop date with Amelia. God, why am I awful with names today? I
It's
can't
okay.
remember
You can't
things,
remember
and Rachel can't
things.
speak.
Yes, and I'm an invalid.
Yes, that's a thing now. That's just happening now for the
Yep.
first time.
Ever.
So yeah, there are some other ones. I feel like we could come to a better one than fuck, marry, kill because I feel like maybe that's too extreme. I guess it depends on the context, though.
So I thought about this afterwards. What would you do if you met somebody that you had done a fuck, marry, kill thing?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so we
I've
did
done
fuck,
it to
marry,
everybody
kill.
I know.
Like people that you know. I don't know. I was just thinking
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I don't know. For some reason,
you
my
not?
brain conjured up the experience of doing like fuck, marry, kill, and then somehow you ending up at dinner with that celebrity. And somewhere looming in the back of my mind, I would be like, I once played fuck, marry, kill.
I mean, I think it
Like,
depends.
do you bring
like,
it up and let it loom? And you're like, I'm
we
not going to
definitely
tell you which one you were?
We did the Spider-Man one, like which of the three Spider-Man live-action post-2000s, which is Tobey Maguire, Andrew
Yes.
Garfield, and Tom
Now
Holland.
imagine you're at Tom Holland's table for dinner.
Yeah, and I'd be thinking about that, but like that's like it was basically a gun to my head. Like I had to pick one, and you
I
weren't
had
to
to
marry.
pick.
Sorry, but then like if you go to the other side where we also did O.J. Simpson, Harvey Weinstein, and Bill Cosby, like I shouldn't be at dinner with this person. I should not have met this person, and something has gone astray in my life.
Horribly wrong that I am actually having dinner with O.J. Simpson.
All right, so some we got is Lay, Slay, Wedding Day. I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Unclothe, Betroth, and Loathe.
Ooh, okay. Elegant.
Lay, Bay, Slay. Lay, Bay, Slay. Because, like, what if you want to just have, like, a meaningful relationship? You don't necessarily have to marry them.
Yeah.
Stay a while
commitment,
down
you know?
the aisle or killer style. That's wild.
Stay a while, down the aisle, or killer style.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so mouthy and wordy though.
Is
like,
it
you'll be
style like Style?
Yeah, killer style.
Okay.
What did
Like
you
they're
think it
dressed.
was?
Well, I was just thinking like as in they're dressed fanciful. Because killer style obviously like is we could do some stabbing, but it could also be like they just dress really well.
Yeah, and stay a while you might do if you like are planning to murder them. Like this could be opposite. Killer style is like you're fucking them because like you really like their style, and then
Yeah,
stay
true.
a while as you murder them and you move into their house and collect their pension checks.
Or put their body parts in your basement.
You know
in your
what?
fridge.
Let's take this one and throw it away. It's not working for us.
It's too many questions to ask, too many follow-ups. Cross it out.
Mate, date, decapitate. That's
Oh,
a
I
good
like that one. Short and sweet.
Smash, keep, pass. I don't like keep. Why is that in there?
No, that one feels lazy. You have ass.
But also keep, like it I don't know, it takes a detour in words. Frick, hitch, and ditch. That's fun.
Frick, hitch, and ditch. What are we, 12?
I don't know. Yeah, frick. If you ever meet an adult
Frick!
who like unironically like says frick after he like, I don't know, stabs himself with a nail or something, you leave. That man is not a person.
That man is not a person. They're not even real. Run away.
This one is screw, espouse, slay, and that sucks to say. Bang,
Oh
wedge,
my God.
slaughter. Man, all of the good rhyming ones we've already hit.
Oh my God, hold on 2 seconds. Ugh. Sorry, I moved my mic cord and then it started slapping the microphone and I was like, this is the opposite of what we wanted.
I even said, like, make sure it's not too tight to do that.
No, I had it loose and that felt like it was actually no, hold on. It seemed like that was gonna be a problem. So then I wrapped it again and then it became a further issue. So anyway, we're done now. I'm done fiddle fucking around.
Love, hate, divorce. Meh.
Well, that's lazy. Bring the
Copulate,
alliteration
consummate,
back.
exterminate. I like that
Ooh,
one.
Okay. They
It
put
is.
effort
It
in.
is. It is a lot of syllables though. Like I like the rhyming. I like that the uniformness of it. But like it's a lot to say.
Look, this is what you play, or this is the version of the game you play when you're at like a Met Gala or you're meeting the Queen.
Oh yeah, the Met Gala.
Copulate, consummate, or exterminate.
Fornicate, integrate, eliminate.
That one's pretty good. Also very long.
Finger bang, cuff, runts. Oh, that's the one that yeah. Bang, civil union, murder. Whoa.
I like how flirt, marry, and kill it was like just a lazy way of changing it.
Do, boo, screw.
I do like that one.
But it's also like a sentence in itself. Do, boo, screw?
Do boo screw.
Boo, do, screw.
It does sound like a confused sim. Boo do screw. Boo do screw.
Sleep, keep, reap. The rest of these kind of suck.
Yeah, I think you hit some solid ones, and we maybe need to cut our losses while we're ahead.
This one just says Padme, like from Star Wars.
That's it?
It's just the one word.
Wait, no, it's because he fucked, married, and killed her. Gamage.
Yeah, but like, it's just so, like, out of context.
I do think that's
Padme.
really funny, though. You want to play Padme? Oh, fuck, marry, kill? Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
that would be so funny to say in front of a third person, though. Like, two of you get it and the last one doesn't. You have to watch their little face connect the dots.
Yeah, be like, you want to play Padme? Yeah, sure. Yeah, Padme, live action Spider-Man. Well, I'd Padme Tom Holland, Padme Tobey Maguire, and Padme Andrew Garfield.
You know,
that's solid.
We started talking about Spider-Man last week, and I've been really wanting to rewatch all the movies before the new Tom Holland one comes out, including the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfields. I started the Tobey Maguire one twice. And for some reason, I'm just struggling to get into it. And I don't know why, but I'm just like, ugh.
Because it's overrated and people hold it higher than it actually was.
It's just very mediocre, and it's hard because I'm like, it doesn't mean like it's worth skipping, but just ugh. I like can't even get to the good part where he's being Spider-Man. I keep watching him being fucking 17 and useless.
Look, yeah, and look, I get it. Like, it's your nostalgia. You were a kid. I get it. I was a kid too, and I liked it. And I grew up, and I'm like, well, it wasn't good though.
No,
Sorry.
it was not. Also, it really reinforced my choice.
It's not bad, but like, you know, it's just that like you're holding it way too high, guys.
Yeah, like it's just not good. It's not bad, but it's not good either. And it's okay that you like it, but you need to accept that it's not good.
The villain's on point. It's fucking.
Oh, Willem Dafoe's fucking fantastic.
Willem Dafoe
well,
as,
and that's
as
what's
Norman
pissing
Osborn,
me off.
Incredible. Doc Ock is incredible too.
Yeah, well, and that's the part that's pissing me off is I'm like, I know that once he becomes Spider-Man, I have more interest in what I am watching. But I'm like, right now, with the high school and the love affair with MJ, who's like got the emotional depth of drywall, I just can't. It's rough. I do actually, unfortunately, think I enjoyed James Franco in this film, which I know he's objectively a piece of shit. But I like his character.
Arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can be a good actor and be a piece of shit. You just like that's what canceling is for. Is you're like, okay, well, you're done now.
Yeah, I will no longer view you. Yeah, in new things.
Like, what was it that he was in that I watched recently that I'm like, that's still funny, but like, you still suck, and that's it,
dude.
Oh, it was Was it Party at the End of the World? Is that what it was called?
I
With like
think.
Jonah Hill and
Yeah, no,
Seth
I know what you're talking
Rogen.
about. Isn't that the one with Emma Watson too?
Yes, there's a lot of people in it.
Yeah.
Half the people in that movie aren't cool anymore, but like still.
Not Emma Watson, guys. She's still okay.
I mean, there's a moment where she was like doing the whole Joanne Rowling thing, where like she was like, "Well, my childhood," and it's like, okay, well, you're getting into sticky territory, and maybe
Yeah,
talk to
well,
your PR manager right now.
and she did an interview for the first time in a long time, and I listened to it. And it is actually really quite good. My biggest beef with it is she frequently goes, like with that frequency while listening, and I'm like, look, I know
Yeah,
active listening is a thing, but this was rough to listen to. Cause I don't like it. Sound like you're just like eating a delicious cookie over and over again, going
yeah,
It's like when a video game, when you perform a certain action and it has a sound associated with it, so you just spam that button, is what it felt like.
and you're also like trying to close the dialogue, but you keep like accidentally
Yes.
reopening it.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it!
But she has a portion in there where she's talking about J.K. Rowling, and she says that, like, obviously it's very difficult to have grown up, and it's like your whole life is built on this person's work, and this person was a good human being to them when they were all kids. And then you're an adult, and I feel like it has to be kind of similar to when you have, like, a parent that you
Yeah,
realize is a piece of shit, because it's like as you grow up, you learn the fallacies of man and
yeah,
the people around you. And so she was talking about that juxtaposition of like, I have to I can't get rid of this whole person in my head because she is such an ingrained part of my childhood, but like I can't associate with you anymore because of who you have become. And that is obviously very hard to juggle and hold at the same time.
oh yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of people in my life where I'm like, you kind of suck now, and you're kind of dead to me, and
Yeah.
then they actually died.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it's a lot to juggle when you're like, wow, I liked you at one point, but you've been like an ass for however long.
Okay, Rachel, would you rather kill the entire human race right now or curse a single person to be fully immortal?
Curse a single person to be fully immortal, and I'd curse myself.
I know, right? God,
That seems like
what
a
does that
simple
say about
solution.
us? I knew I was gonna be like myself, like fucking.
Yeah.
I
not
live
gonna
forever until the sun explodes. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not
Whatever.
going to subject somebody else to that. In addition to, there is a small part of me that has always been intrigued by the concept of just existing through time as essentially a fly on the wall. Also, like, what kind of immortal are we talking? Like, can I, like, literally just not die from anything? Because I could do so many things. And that's all right.
You could either kill every single person on the human race right now, or curse a single person to live for eternity. They will not in any way be able to escape from their torment, whether it is through insanity or any other way which makes their suffering less.
Okay, yeah,
They
you're
will
just truly
witness
immortal.
Ends of the earth and float through the coldness of space for millions of years, suffocating every second of it, but never dying, witnessing heat death of the universe and being the void that will be there for eternity.
Yeah, I mean, I can't subject
Yeah, we
another
don't
human being to
know.
that. Well, no, I don't think I can subject another human being to that, even if they suck. I don't get to play that card. Hey, Gamage.
I do. Yeah.
Correct me if I've already asked you this question.
Yeah.
But if you were to acquire, as one does, Alzheimer's at the grocery store, what conspiracy theory would your Swiss cheese brain latch onto? So I'm saying, like, you got Alzheimer's, and the one thing you
Okay.
can remember is, like, this conspiracy theory, and you passionately believe it is true.
I don't know. Like, how does anybody like get an answer to that? Like, are they saying like if I had to have Alzheimer's, what conspiracy theory do I want to maintain and
I mean,
spout out?
I think it's up to you. It's like open to interpretation, obviously. I can give you 3 answers, then you can choose
Sure,
like
yeah.
multiple choice. All right. The earth is flat. Penguins are actually sinister creatures sent here by the devil. God is
That
Meryl
one's actually
Streep.
true though.
Or Meryl Streep is God.
Now, what do these have to do with having Alzheimer's?
Basically your whole existence. You know how when people like something like the way I like The Office, it becomes their entire personality?
Honestly, I haven't heard you talk about it since I
No, I
last
haven't.
said that. So
Honestly talked about it in
kudos.
years. Um, no, I'm saying like you have Alzheimer's, but the one thing that doesn't ever leave your brain is this. So this is the thing that you will most consistently communicate with other human beings about.
Um, Tic Tacs prevent Alzheimer's.
I support it.
Because I'll just be sitting there like, Tic Tacs prevent Alzheimer's, and like I'm clearly an Alzheimer's riddled person, just like downing
Mouthing
them one after
Tic Tacs.
another. Tic Tacs prevent Alzheimer's. Like Jesus, he's just going to town on those.
It's a very Trout answer of you.
Popping them like, oh, Tic Tacs. That's why they say that. Oh,
It's a very Trout answer.
a very Trout answer. God, I love playing Trout. I'm
He's
trying
so
to kill
good.
him off all the time, but like it's.
He's such a perfect character for you because it's like you can be part of the action and what we are trying to actually accomplish, or you can do nonsense, or you can do both. And that's ideal because you like, all right, so we're playing D&D and Gamage's character is basically a fucking Alzheimer's wizard.
Well,
and so
sort of.
do you want to explain more? But like essentially that's his vibe. Like he's like a drunk homeless Alzheimer's wizard.
So the basis of my character I built off of that clip of Orson Welles trying to do that wine commercial. Like I speak just like Orson Welles. Oh, the French.
Oh, that was a wrong time to take a drink.
No,
I didn't realize that's what you based him off of, but that's so good.
a mix of that and a mix of that guy who's all like,
fuck.
what's the charge? Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? With like a dropper of Jiminy Glick. Is like, those are the characters that I'm like kind of shooting in the direction of. But I think everybody, if you're ever going to play D&D and you've never gotten around to playing like a crazy old man wizard, now this is your sign. Like do it once, do it like for a throwaway thing where you're just like a wizard saying shit and just doing whatever. Like I can't believe I've never actually played this character before, but like it's the most fun. Like it's stupid. I recommend taking prestidigitation because in the spell description it says you can soil clothes. You could be like, your pants are poopy now. They're poopy pants. I say they're poopy. They're poopy. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
And
it is really good.
my favorite thing is like I'm trying to like get the plot going. Like I'm trying to like push everybody else to role play. And if that means I got to go absent sometimes, I'll do it. But one of the funny things I do is like I'll just say like Trout in character just goes, I cast gun, and he puts a finger guns. Like he actually says it. And I did that with like I summon a dragon, and Roy's like, you can't do that. And I'm like, of course I can't. But then like I leveled up and the first thing I got when I hit level 9 is like, I'm going to take dragon. And I'm like, I summon dragon, and then do it. That's funny.
I love that it was like
That's
back to
so
back
funny.
too.
My favorite part too is that we rescued a girl and you were like putting her near me. And I'm like, don't worry, Clarence is going to protect her. And you're like, okay. Yeah, man. And then I summon a dragon named Clarence.
Yeah.
God,
You were
it's so
like,
much fun.
My favorite is also that like you never refer to things as the thing. So it's like you're talking about this girl and you're like, don't worry, Clarence will protect your melon. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then a dragon appears and abducts the lady that we're trying to save away from the danger.
Yeah, he's like a hobo wizard who like has no semblance of his mind. There's a much richer backstory involving multiverse theory and brains inside of him. It's a little sad, but like I wrote it in like an hour, but like I really just enjoy this kind of character, and like I feel like I would do this every week if I could. Like it sucks when like we're about to play and then we don't, and I'm like and then like I don't know, I feel like backed up in my mind, like all the fucking wild shit I was gonna do.
Yeah, it's hard when we spend such gaps too, because it's like I feel like we just start getting into our character and then it's like, oh shit, we have to take like 2 weeks off. And then it's gonna be like a month. And it's like, fuck.
I mean that's the crux of D&D. That's why most like campaigns like
they
remain
never
unfinished.
actually finish, yeah. I do really, really love Trout's backstory, and that is what I supremely enjoy about your particular writing style is you can get very deep and philosophical, but usually it is in a very humorous way. So it's like, I don't know, it like leaves your palate almost in like a bittersweet sense of like, this was a really fucking funny way to say this very tragic thing.
But yeah, like I wanted to like how do I make a character where I could just make references to Spider-Man and TV shows actually work in this fantasy world, and I think I think I did okay.
No, I think you fucking nailed it.
What was the question?
You answered it. It was about being an
Okay.
Alzheimer's patient, which is where we got to Trout.
That makes sense. What would yours be?
I gotta be honest, I think something that my brain would genuinely latch onto, like of these three choices that I wrote down, is that Meryl Streep is God. So I'm like, I could believe that now, and I'm of sound mind. You
But
could
then you're like
convince me.
watching movies about her, and you're like, and you're like, that's God playing a character. She's an old lady in this one. Oh,
Yeah.
she's.
And then I'd just be
Sure, man.
really angry at Bruce Almighty, where Morgan Freeman plays God, or like any other
How
movie
dare
where somebody
he?
plays God. I'd be like, oh my God, could they not contract Meryl Streep for this? So rude.
Was woke. It's
Yeah.
woke.
And then
How
when
dare
she
he stand
plays
where she stood.
Devil Wears Prada, I'd be like, oh, look at the irony of this.
Only God could play the devil.
Genuinely so excited for the second Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually watched all of the first one. I remember clips and bits and pieces, but like I was
She's just
busy,
such a bitch. It's so
I don't know,
good.
playing PlayStation.
The first one.
The first
No,
one.
no, for sure the second one by the time Devil Wears Prada came out.
No, I think it was.
Maybe
I
even
think it was the third
PS3.
one where somebody was watching it in the room with me. So on PlayStation 3, I would have been playing. Wow, not a lot of good games on that one. Infamous, I guess. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's about right. My brother immediately downloaded Crimson Desert when it came out this week.
I don't want to talk about it.
Do you not like it?
It's been a couple weeks. First of all, I don't want to talk about it. Like I'll talk about it off the podcast
Okay.
because I don't want to go into this fucking tirade.
Okay.
There's a lot of issues with it. There's a lot of things. I have a lot of things to say. Jared and I were talking about it. I was like, I haven't heard of this game before, and then it just popped up out of nowhere, and I'm kind of excited, but I'm gonna wait and see. And then it came out, and then like it's a bit of a buggy mess. There's a lot of AI use in there.
Oh,
It's made by
no.
the same people who did Black Desert Online, which I have played and hated. So like, there's just a lot happening, and I'm like, I've put together things in my mind. I will buy that game at a heavily discounted price many years from now, but like, it's not in my brain at all.
Okay, we can circle back at a later time.
Brittany's about to say that you could pick up cats and pet them.
Yeah, you can
She's
get them little
erased it.
outfits too,
I'm aware.
which she then posted a lot of microtransactions, which I imagine will be outfits for cats. A lot of that will be outfits for cats.
But like a lot of the mounts, like you get like a jetpack and then a mech, and I'm like, where did this game come from? But like knowing where it came from, actually finding out and being like, oh, okay. But you know, they're still updating it, so who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. All right, moving on.
Why do people always feel the need to announce they're going to bed instead of just going to bed?
I think it's the need to convince yourself that you need to go to bed. Because I will frequently, like, I have an alarm on my phone that literally says, get the fuck up, make tea, and go to bed. And the amount of times that I go,
God, you need that?
well, it's because I don't fucking get the fuck up, make tea, and go to bed. Because I don't have a life right now, Gamage. Like, I don't have anything I physically have to wake up for. So my sleep schedule, like, it didn't get, like, crazy out of whack, but I was just like, I could fucking sleep in. Like, I don't give a shit. And then I was like, no, I need to, like, do something and, like, have a schedule so that I'm a creature that's alive.
I get that.
Yeah, and it just... So I made that alarm because I used to, like, pretty religiously, I would get up, make tea, go to bed at, like, 9 o'clock, and then I would spend, like, an hour and a half reading and shit before I actually fell asleep. And now I'm not doing that because by the time I get into my room, I'm like, it's midnight, and I probably should just go to bed. So I'm trying to get back on the schedule.
Go to bed.
Midnight?
I'm usually in bed around 11ish, and then I'm just like laying there fucking surfing, and then I don't go to sleep until like midnight. And then I get up at like 6ish.
That's gross. That's not enough sleep, man.
Um, I get a good amount of sleep. I get good sleep though. I have a
Oh, like
good
it works for
bed.
you?
I get that CPAP. I got like it's just like I wake up and I'm like I'm rested, and then I get caffeine. I'm like I feel even better now.
Your guys' room is also quite dark, and your neighborhood
Very,
is quite quiet,
very, yeah.
which is really nice.
We've engineered a good sleep. The only issue is like finding the right times to sleep, I guess. Not for
Yeah.
me. I go to sleep at night and wake up in day.
You're like, mine's very straightforward. I don't know why it's a problem for everybody else.
Well, I mean, Brittany has her own like sleep
Issues.
disorder stuff. But yeah, so you're saying it's kind of like going to the gym where you're like, I'm going to the gym to like psych yourself up.
Yeah, I think it's like a
get the
psych
social
yourself
reward.
up / it holds you accountable. Like if I announce to the room, I'm going to bed now, and then I'm on the couch for another 20 minutes, the likelihood of one of my roommates looking at me and going, so you're going to bed, is higher. It's not it's not necessarily like 100% plausible, but it's a more than zero chance. And that, then peer pressures you into needing to actually go to bed, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, the top comment here is like, so they know you weren't coming back, and that's a big one where it's just like, if you just disappear randomly.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's fair too.
If you don't disappear without a word, then like, well, did they fucking die in the bathroom? No, they went to sleep.
That's more than one time I have gone to my room to like settle in for the evening. And one of my roommates texts me and she's like, are you coming back down? I'm like, no. This was when I like had a really distinct sleep schedule too. And I was like, nah, girl, it's like 9:10. I'm out for the night. I'm gone. I'm a ghost. Woof.
Do you say goodnight?
I say goodnight, yeah.
I don't. I always just say goodbye.
She's
Because
just like, and leave.
I just say bye and then I just go to sleep because I assume I'm gonna die and like that's how you.
You're like, these are my last words to you. You need to start picking better last words where you leave the room with like an odd sort of Shakespearean announcement.
Farewell.
So there is a quote that I want on my tombstone. I don't actually want to be buried, but I want a tombstone just for this quote or like some sort of memorial plaque. I don't care where you put it.
You can just do that right now.
Okay, this is what I want on it though. This is the perfect ending to a raccoon penis of a day. And I had forgotten that quote for the past several months, and I was like, I love this quote, but I cannot fucking remember it. And I finally remembered the show that it was from, so I quickly Googled it and found it and was like, oh, this is all that I want when I die. It's just a plaque that says this has been the perfect ending to a raccoon penis of a day.
What the fuck is that from?
It is from a show on Apple TV where everybody
you lost me.
is at like a golf course in maybe the 50s or 40s. It could even be the 60s or 70s. Who the fuck is to say? Because I've never actually
Caddyshack, the movie, the show.
I've watched like one episode of this show and it had this quote in it and it has stuck with me. I think the show's supposed to be good, but I don't know anything the fuck about it other than the raccoon penis line.
I am prepared though to
fact checker, can you
memorialize
look up that line?
it.
Well, yeah, I was like, this has spoken to me, and I have deep feelings about this.
Maybe finish the show and make sure that it's not about pedophiles or anything.
No, it's definitely not about
before you do that.
pedophiles.
I mean, you wouldn't know, would you? You never watched it.
There are old people at a golf course. Like, one of them might be a little creepy.
There's a good chance. There's likely a creative, highly niche or sarcastic expression that has gained niche attention. They like to use niche a lot.
Okay.
Due to recent media storage regarding Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and the vulture culture. Collecting dead animal remains trend. What the fuck does that mean?
This is absolutely AI, because none of that, as far as I understand, is related to this. It's definitely from a show, for sure.
I mean, Google said differently, Rachel.
Yeah, and fucking Google AI's right as fuck, ain't she? It is linked to RFK Jr. What the fuck? Also, I think it's funny that we're like, so
everywhere it is. Ugh.
It's not. It's definitely from this show. I'll find the show and I'll message it to you guys at a later time. Hey, Gamage,
Yes.
how much blood do you have to lose before you can no longer maintain an erection but not die?
I feel like we've
I've
done that
never
before.
fucking asked you this question before.
Also, I googled it and I found it immediately. Like
The question of the raccoon penis.
the raccoon penis.
Yo, what show is
AI
it from?
tells me Palm Royale.
Thank
season
you. I
1,
was like,
episode 5.
I always want to say Palm Springs, but I know that's not it. Yeah, I think if you just Googled a quote, like it's probably going to give you some crazy shit. But here is
we got-
RFK Jr.
hold on.
raccoon penis story that will leave. What?
Oh, okay.
Melania
yeah, okay.
brings a robot to the White House, and RFK Jr. brings a raccoon penis.
Yeah, I was just as fact checker posted that. I was looking up like this. Why is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. cutting off a dead raccoon's penis? Why does Pete Hegseth have 2,839 Christian nationalist pastors?
Like, does he have them in a basement?
Well, I don't have
what?
I don't. Well, this is an article by Yahoo, so of course there's no answer because they got rid of Yahoo Answers. Get it? It's funny, but also it's a garbage. Journalism's dead, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, super dead. It's fucking... I was going to make a really bad joke, but I'm not going to. It's dead.
Okay.
Deader than a raccoon penis.
So I think you have to lose as much blood that would fit in the erect penis before it stops working, right?
Okay, so you're saying if, like, theoretically, because this number probably isn't correct, if, like, a single pint of blood would fit into an erect penis, that's the amount you would have to drain before the erect penis stops being erect, but before dying.
Wait. No, never mind. It's definitely more than a pint. I know that.
In a penis?
No, I mean, like, I know that you can lose a pint of blood and still get it up.
Oh. Oh, no, because I guess you can give blood. That makes sense. You just
Very
might
much
pass.
so, yes.
Some people might pass out.
I mean, they say don't. Like, they're like...
like, wait a minute. Give it time. Some orange juice in an hour.
Yeah, well, they're like, you know, like, don't do any, like, heavy exercise today, and then, like, or cardio or anything like that, and then you do that.
Penis stuff.
They didn't say don't do that specifically.
It's just implied around it. They beat around the bush, if you will.
And then I beat the bush. Anyway.
And then promptly passed out on the floor.
So yeah, so more than a pint, I'm guessing. I guess it also depends on like age, weight, all kinds of other things.
Yeah, there's so many factors.
Yeah.
I read this question and was like, why the fuck would a human being ask this? So I would like you to guess why a human being asked this, because now that I've opened it, I know the answer. But I'm curious what you come up with.
The question that you just said?
Yes. Why the fuck would somebody ask this question?
I don't know.
No. Why would they ask this question?
Because they're either A, not a man and they get curious about that kind of thing, or B, they're losing blood and also have erectile dysfunction.
They're losing blood and also have an erection, and they need to know where the cutoff is.
Well, it sounds like the penis.
Yeah, so I read this and was like, why the fuck would you ask this? And then it starts with full disclosure, I'm writing vampire erotica. And that made sense. I was a little disappointed, but I was like, okay, this is a reasonable reason to ask this odd question.
Rachel, can blue whales get chlamydia?
Ocean clap is real, right?
Ocean clap.
Yeah.
You know what? Did we ask this before?
I don't think so.
Because, like, I read it, and then I'm like, I read it, but then it also sounds like I've read it before. Fact checker.
I don't think so.
Have we asked if blue whales can get chlamydia? Does not sound familiar. Okay. Well,
Ocean clap it is. I think, yeah, why not?
Well, here's the not
fuck.
funny answer. The Merck Veterinary Manual says the range of host animals of bacteria in the order Chlamydialis encompasses more than 500 species, including humans and wild and domesticated mammals, including marsupials, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. Known chlamydial species host ranges are expanding, and most species can cross host barriers. So,
Are you saying
Yes.
if a human being with chlamydia like fucked around with a whale with chlamydia, we could give them chlamydia? Because you said
Can you get
cross-host barriers.
can you get a sexually transmitted disease from eating a person with it? Like if I were to eat somebody with AIDS, that's
You'd have AIDS.
right.
I don't
So if a
know.
blue
Where's
whale
Roy?
ate a koala, if it yeah,
If a blue
I'm
whale
gonna
accidentally slurped up a koala in the ocean,
I'm gonna
thinking
I'm
it
gonna
was a
text
large
Roy.
krill, please text him and see if he can answer it before the next 10 minutes.
If a blue whale,
Ate a chlamydia infested koala, would it then have chlamydia?
well, all koalas have chlamydia.
No, I know. I'm saying, would the blue whale then have chlamydia? I'm saying chlamydia infested because I want to make sure he knows that's like a dirty, dirty koala. He's gotten around.
I texted him if a blue whale ate a koala, would the whale get chlamydia? And then separately, it's important.
Please respond immediately. Hey, Gamage, while we wait for Roy, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why don't women just lay whole egg?
Why don't women just lay a whole egg?
Just lay whole egg. Sorry.
Just lay whole egg?
Yeah. Why don't women just lay whole egg?
Well, woman, not lizard or bird or fish.
I like how this question's a little fucked up, and then it's like, why did evolution nerf humanity this way?
I don't think it's nerfing it because what we have to remember is that mammals are complex creatures, and humans especially so. So, like, the amount of work that needs to, like, incubate them is, like, a lot more. It's why we spend more time fucking baking the baby, and then we shit it out, and then we have to spend a lot of time raising the baby. It's not just ready to go like a horse.
Yeah, like, we're not even good at baking our children now. You want us to fucking figure out how to stick them in an egg? No.
Yeah.
You kidding me? We would die off so quickly. Also, I feel like if human beings laid eggs, we would eat our babies. Or, I guess not babies. We'd eat our periods a lot more than we do now.
I like you're saying a lot more than we do now because somebody out there, they're doing it.
Well, you know, somebody's accidentally done this at some point. That's why the term Red Wings exists.
Yeah. Would you rather kill 5 60-year-olds or 1 6-year-old, assuming that they cannot communicate with or fight back to you? Well, it's a 6-year-old and 5 60-year-old. What are they going to do? Also, you can kill them with the press of a button that sends an electrical shock to their heart.
Oh my god. That's a weird way to kill people. I don't know why that's worse than if I had to kill them myself. I just feel so impersonal for me to just click a button and be like, you be dead now. I would choose 60-year-olds. They've lived a life.
I mean,
Not a super long one, but they've lived.
I mean, it's basically a lazy trolley problem. I like the actual trolley problem a lot more. Where it's like, well, if you change it, then you're actually putting a hand in and you're changing the way, like, so you're actually responsible now rather than just letting it be because that was already going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Trolley problem. Google it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But this one kind of sucks. The 6-year-old, just to see what it feels like.
Just to see what it feels like. Hey, Gamage, if a mosquito needs blood to make babies and that blood comes from me, am I the father to the baby mosquito?
You're more like the eccentric uncle.
Or like the wet nurse.
Literally the wet nurse. Literally the wet nurse.
Feels accurate.
I got one more, and then we could fucking pinch this loaf and go
and be
for
done
a
with
Sunday.
Go for a Sunday drive on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. Would you rather pee a raisin or poo a watermelon?
Pee a raisin or poo a watermelon? Well,
yeah.
I think passing a kidney stone is kind of like peeing a raisin.
Yeah.
In some ways. Only a raisin is, I think, supposed to be arguably rounder.
Yeah, it's also
stone.
I also worry because, like, is the raisin getting moisture from your bladder? Because, like, that might make things worse.
How big is the watermelon? Because, like, there's some small watermelons and then there's some massive watermelons.
I agree, but I will say it's got to be like the quintessential, like if you picture a cartoon watermelon, that
Like a big ass fucking watermelon.
yeah, like the standard watermelon you'd see in cartoon or TV shows. Even the small one would also suck.
I guess pea a raisin, because I don't know if my butthole can survive shitting a watermelon, and I'm sure my urethra would be pissed, but, like, I think it could maybe recover.
Yeah, it also won't be sharp. Like the thing about the kidney stone is that like most of the pain happens from the kidney, and then once you pee it out, like there's like less pain. Like it's usually broken down by then. It will be significantly different and painful in its own way, but it won't be like shredding the shit on its way out.
Yes. Yeah, you're not fucking sticking little razor blades in your urethra. It's a little different.
Correct.
And, like, people do sounding.
Yeah, maybe I'll get my rocks off from it.
You could just,
Are they actually getting the rocks off? Is that how it started?
They're like, I really just need these kidney stones out, so I put a big tube up there.
Let me just fish
Let
them
it
out.
fall out. Yeah. Let it just slide out. Got one of them straws from the local Dairy Queen.
Fact checker's got a good question. Do women do sounding? Is it still called sounding?
I feel like women have to do it, right? It's just probably not nearly as interesting because there's no long tube.
I mean, isn't that just basic?
Isn't
that just basic masturbation because it all comes out the same hole?
Oh yeah, totally. Women only have one hole.
Only one hole.
There's poop, there's pee, and there's babies, and it all comes out of a singular hole.
All women have a cloaca.
I was talking about cloacas with somebody, and they like did not fundamentally understand the concept of a cloaca, and I was like, oh my god, this is like you're an adult human being, and you've never come across a cloaca before, and that's just exciting.
Yeah, just like imagine just
Cloacas.
One hole, man. It's cloaca,
just all
man.
there.
Why don't you get it?
Yeah, just fucking catch up to the cloaca, bud.
Hold on, Roy's responding.
Also, I updated my phone, and objectively, the new iOS system sucks ass. But it now tells me
I don't know
when you're typing, and I don't like that.
That's been a thing for, I don't know, a decade now.
No, not always. I think I can turn it off, and I think the problem is I've had it off previously, but I'm just like, ew, gross. No, I know like the showing the typing thing has been around for a long time, just usually iPhone to Android. I think that one's more relatively new.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah. Roy says, probably not. Chlamydia is a very delicate organism that only grows inside of host cells. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, if your stomach acids just kill it.
Okay, can you ask him a follow-up question? If a chlamydia-riddled koala rubbed their chlamydigina on a whale vagina, would that whale get chlamydia? Possibly. Plausibly.
What?
Ask him if a koala touched tips with a whale, could the whale get chlamydia?
I just asked if there's any way a koala could give chlamydia to a blue whale. All koalas are chlamydia riddled, stupid.
I know, because of the John Oliver wing for chlamydia koalas. I don't remember what it's called.
I learned it a lot. I learned it younger than, yeah.
No, I also learned it before that. I just also think it's really funny that there's a John Oliver Center for Chlamydia Koalas.
I do love the comedic timing of like watching somebody type and then stop.
Yeah, I do too. It's entertaining. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I'm like, I don't need to know this information about you. Fucking live your truth. Draft it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I can't tell if he just like, fuck this, abandoned it, like, or is like typing it out and then he's just like, well, and then like goes to actually look it up.
Yeah, or if it's like, yeah, it's like, were you exasperated and you gave up on like the universe just now? Or were you like, no, I need to go Google this. I have some research to attend to.
Genuinely curious.
Yeah. I did have somebody one time, I was typing for a long time and I think I like left that activity to go like start some other work project or something. And the person that I was messaging messaged me like 30 minutes later and was like, "Are you ever going to shit or get off the pot?" And I was like, "Oh my God, way to be way too involved. Just wait for me to hit send."
I've definitely done that to people. Like, I'm like, I see you typing.
Yeah, you're like, "Fucking respond, asshole."
Our
See, and I don't like being that
microbiologist,
available.
our microbiologist says possibly with sexual interconnection. Wow, it's not very fun.
Not intercourse, interconnection.
Yeah. That
He
was
said,
fun.
I texted
Thanks,
him
I
also
said.
because I didn't want you to not text him my question. And at the time, it was up for debate that you were going through. And he goes, more likely than by eating it. You got a much better response.
Stupid. I don't know why he chooses now to be boring. Anyway, that was our show, and I'm over it.
What have you been listening to this week, Gamage?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So this is going to be my recommendation last week before Rachel threw a fucking tantrum about wanting us to both recommend Ray for a third and fourth time, making her the most recommended artist on this podcast. You don't see me
You're
recommending Hot and Freddy every week because that's all I've been listening to.
I don't recommend it. We don't recommend her every week. We recommend her when new music comes out, which you did with Hot and Freddy. We could have taken down the album. You just didn't think about it.
No, we didn't. We recommended Hot and Freddy twice. Once for when I recommended it, and the second time was because that was my most listened to artist of the year. Ray, we've done 4 times.
And now a third time because they put out a new album.
We didn't. It wasn't a recommendation, though.
Was it not?
No, it wasn't. Because I'm a responsible adult with a job, Rachel.
All right.
Anyway, so I'm recommending Slater. That's Slater with 3 Ys. Her new album, Worst Girl in America. It's okay. It's not Hot and Freddy. It came out the same day as Ray's album. Oof, sorry. I really liked the song Dance and Beat Up Chanel, which are also 2 of her biggest songs ever. But Dance is really good. It's almost like Lady Gaga. It's very dance electronica. Third one I'll recommend is Gas Station. That's a fun song too. I wouldn't say it's fun. It's a good song.
That's a fun song. Wouldn't say it's fun.
Well, like I feel like Dance is fun, and Gas Station is like a little bit more morose. Like so, it's
enough.
fun, meaning like good. I was using it synonymously as good, but I definitely don't mean fun. I don't think it's meant to be like this is fun to listen to.
I get what you mean. Just being an asshole.
Rachel, what have you been listening to?
Gamage, I have a story for you.
Here we go.
I know. Okay, so I went to go see Ruby Waters in Seattle the other night, and I saw her last year. What? Okay. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck you said. I didn't even hear it.
I said that means period.
What does that mean?
Because Ruby Waters, it's.
Oh, got it. Never even thought about that. So I went to go see her in Seattle. I saw her last year. She was really good. I saw her this year, and I thought she was the headliner for the tour that was being called Sticky Fingers, because it makes sense with her whole vibe that she would call her tour Sticky Fingers, because she sings about pretty much sex a lot and is into both genders. Anyway, I get there. She's the opener. And so I'm like, okay, like, is there just not another band? So then me and the person that I'm with Googled it. Google AI, shockingly, didn't come through and was like, yep, Ruby Waters and her tour, Sticky Fingers. There's an intermission in between. And I was like, all right, cool, wild. Like, never seen a tour where it's just one band, but maybe it's a new thing. Go through a long intermission. A new band comes out. Coincidentally, they are called Sticky Fingers. Who'd have thunk? So when I had gotten there, I really like Ruby Waters, so I went and bought a shirt. And then halfway through the show, I realized I bought the wrong shirt. And so then I had to go back and buy another shirt because I was like, well, I actually want to support the artist that I came here to buy. And the first shirt was really cool, so I didn't get rid of it. Anyway, so I go to pull up Sticky Fingers and be like, who the fuck is this? They're an Australian rock band.
Yeah.
They kind of slide between like just straight up rock to like sometimes indie reggae and psychedelic and soul occasionally. And when I pulled them up on Spotify, I had a song that I had already liked from Sticky Fingers and was like, oh, well, I guess this is going to be my suggestion of the week since I saw them live. So my suggestion of the week is going to be How to Fly by Sticky Fingers. Enjoy.
That's okay.
Gambler's just like, I won't be listening to that. Thank you. Actually, I feel like when I saw them in person, I haven't listened to enough of their music on Spotify to know how well it translates to being recorded. But when I saw them in person, I do actually think they are a type of band that you would enjoy.
There's a plane flying over your house right now.
No, that was a car, man.
Ugh.
I don't know what is up because the street that's outside my house isn't a
closet,
great
right? Can't you put up
street.
soundproof on the window?
Yeah, what I need to do is make a soundproof curtain that goes up right next to me in here, but I just haven't bought no soundproofing panels. So we're here now. I will do it at some point when I remember to do that. But for now, that hasn't happened yet. So we live like this. No, I don't know why, because the street outside my house is not a particularly good one for street racing and fucking revving your car real loud. Mostly because it is a big hill, which makes it fun to drive fast. However, there are multiple lights that are next to schools and then a police station at the bottom of the hill. So seems like a place where maybe you wouldn't want to be like, let's fucking floor it, but people seem to think otherwise.
It's just that it almost sounds like there's an intersection and all the cars that I have to painstakingly edit out are really shitty sounding cars. So I'm like, what does it say about where Rachel lives?
No, it is. I actually live in kind of
They're
a
all
gentrified, nice neighborhood.
cars.
It is literally I'm driving my muscle car or my fancy ass Audi and I'm fucking flooring it because this is my mummy or daddy's car and I can just torch the engine. I live in kind of
You
a
hear
rich
that? You
neighborhood.
suck.
Yeah, you blow. You're bad at driving. Suck a dick. Be less loud. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. If you liked what you heard, or you also think loud cars are a bitch, like and subscribe on whatever your most favoriteest podcasting place is. If you want us to talk about a thing, you can email us at whtpah@gmail.com. That's whoopah@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at We Have That Podcast at Home, all one long giant word, or follow us on WHTPAH on Blue Sky. That's whoopah on Blue Sky. And next week, we will be tackling the illustrious and fine art of pop culture, motherfucker. It's coming back around. I feel like we've gotten that a lot recently. I've been on brand Rachel.
I've been off brand Gamage.
And this has been We Have That Podcast at Home.
That's it. I'm done. There's no more.